Ladies, how are you doing today? I'm Mia Praught here, a Canadian singer-songwriter that is residing in Santiago, Chile. And maybe you've seen some of the YouTube videos that I've posted before with Ignite in Community, or some of the Facebook Lives. I talk a lot about, well, my songs are basically about life experiences. They've been quite therapeutic. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how music or writing music or even singing can be therapeutic for somebody. It doesn't necessarily work for everybody, but you never know unless you try, right? So this is going to be, this is for somebody who's a super beginner. So if you already write music or play music, you might find this boring because I'm going to be start from the most simple things, and then we'll probably progress along as we go along throughout the next little while. But I don't know if you ever get that feeling like you could just scream. Well, we all get that once in a while. So sometimes what helps is, before I sing as part of a vocal warm-up, is taking a really deep breath in and letting all of the air, let your belly fill with air. And I find that a lot of us women, we tend to breathe, holding our stomach in like this because we want to look thinner from the side or whatever. Nobody wants to let their stomach hang loose or their belly hang loose, but really, for singing, that doesn't work. We need to, let our stomach, almost like, actually when you see a baby sleeping, if you see how their belly, when they breathe in, moves out, that's the way we're supposed to be breathing, especially with singing. So take a deep breath in, let your belly fill with air, and then breathe out as slowly as possible and controlling the air. So just like and do that a couple of times just to calm yourself down, get yourself relaxed. It's always good also to do a shoulder roll, because if you're going to sing, you never want to sing with your shoulders up like this, because it doesn't really make for comfortable singing. Also, we want to be singing using our bodies and not singing from here. So always with your shoulders back and your head generally not up, kind of straight like this. So you could always even just give your head a couple of turns from side to side to make sure there's no tension there in your neck, because that's definitely what we don't want. We want, and if we're singing as like a therapeutic thing, then we definitely don't want any tension. We want to be relaxed. Okay, so if you happen to have a ukulele sitting around your house, maybe some of you play it already, so this will be super basic for you, but we'll start from the beginning and then we'll move on as time goes on. But for example, if you're just looking for some form, another outlet, this is a good start. So we've got, breathing, humming, singing. You can even start with singing just a note, like a ah, and and it's almost like a massage, like an inner massage. It feels good to sing. Doesn't have to sound beautiful, but it feels good, instead of screaming. So if you have a ukulele sitting around your house, let's try this. Okay, so you're going to use these 4 fingers mainly, and your pointer finger will be finger number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to take our 3rd finger, ring finger, today for our first chord, and that will be a C chord on the ukulele. So here in between these metal bars, it's called frets. Most of you probably know this already. So we're going to take our ring finger and go to our 3rd fret down at the bottom here. So that's a C chord. So you can first practice and take a deep breath, and there's your first part of our writing therapy. Now let's just pick a phrase or pick one thing to say, just to show you examples of different things you can do just with one chord. So let's say walk through the door. So there's different things, so many different things you can do with one chord, depending on the speed, depending on the melody. But it's good if you just know even one chord, you can just play around with whatever lyrics you, okay, right now we're playing with one phrase, but whatever you want to say. So sometimes you just feel like you have to let something out. So try it if you've got, or if you have a piano at home, you don't know how to play it, and you just want to play that one note. You play a C note. Walk through the dark. So this would be walk through the dark. Walk through the dark. Walk through the dark. Walk through the door. Or you can sing, or you can just take the note and do walk, walk, walk through the door. Or walk through the door. So there's so many combinations. So try with walk through the door with whatever you want to say. And it doesn't have to be one sentence. You can just keep going, and you can change the melody just with one chord. So this is just try to make it a challenge to write your first song with only one chord about whatever. Walk through the door. Let's go. Walk through the door. And just let out whatever you want to say. Even if you just want to sing notes and not say anything at the beginning, you want to come up with your melody first, like ah, ah, yeah. So try it. First, try it if you're interested, but I know for me, like sometimes I just, when I started writing years ago, I only knew a couple of chords, so that's what I had to do. And you'd be surprised at all the combinations that can come out of just one chord and make it your own. Very therapeutic, I find. Like I said, it's not something for everybody, but it's always worth giving it a try. And well, we'll keep going on with more chords and more strategies as time goes on. So I hope you have a fantastic evening, and looking forward to seeing you again really soon.